everyone. I'm Sarah. If you're new here, I'm Sarah. I am the owner of Sarah Ann Creations here on YouTube, Etsy, and spoonflower.com. I also have another Etsy shop that's Sarah Ann Digitals. Those have like embroidery designs and things like that I have digitized. And I create all the things. So today I am actually doing some prep for a craft fair or a market that I have coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday on the 13th. So right now I'm currently just sewing on some labels onto hats, onto some beanies. Now I know that it's like winter time, or not quite winter, it's starting to go into spring. Around here, though, where I live, it can get cold. We've even gotten snow in May. So I wanted to make sure that I just kept these on hand in case anyone was interested. I mostly stick to baby size items just because they're quicker to make. They're just easier for me to make. Plus, in general, babies are more likely to fit into items than adults because this specific pattern that I have, I purchased from Cameron's Cute Creations, and I tried to make the adult hat, and I had, for my own personal head, had to make it huge, like way bigger than what she had said to use for an adult. So, personally, I just try and stick to the smaller things because they're quicker and they're more likely to fit an infant. So that's what I'm going to stick to. You can try the other sizes. I just find that I worry more about somebody being unhappy about their item than to, sell it and then have to hear how unhappy they are that it doesn't fit, or why doesn't it fit right. And so anyway, so right now I'm working on just sewing on the labels. I'll be honest with you, it's been so long since I sewed on these labels, these little faux leather labels. It's been so long since I've sewn them on, I had to refigure out how to do it. So that was a little embarrassing, especially since, wow, my hair, especially since, it's your job to do these things. And, but it, when you don't do it very often, you just lose it. You forget about it. So right now I'm just going to focus on doing that. I have embroidery to do on shirts. This will be the first time I've offered shirts at this market. I did this market back in December of last year, and it was my first official market, and I had a ton of fun. And it's only one day, so you're not like completely worn out. And it gives you a little step in the door. And it was successful, and I'm really, really hoping that it'll be successful this time. I'm trying to step up my game with items that are not winter-ish, which can be a little difficult for me to try and transition those items, but I'm going to try my best, and we'll just see how it goes. It's not a huge fee. In fact, around here, the fee to get into this particular market is not bad at all compared to some of the places around here. Some of the market fees to get in are $300, $400, and I just don't make enough to be able to afford that sort of a fee. I hope one day to be able to, but right now it's just not feasible for me to do. I would love to, but one day I have to take it one step at a time. um so I'm just sewing on these tags, and I'll move you down in a second so that you can see what I'm doing. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Let me aim you down, see if hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And I just have stuff everywhere. I was really hoping that this market would have been before Easter so that I could, really push some Easter items. Unfortunately, Easter was a lot earlier this year. So Easter items will not be happening, but that's okay. That is okay. I am going to try and gear some of my items for Mother's Day. So hopefully that'll be successful. I just really want it to be a successful market because the last one was so nice and I enjoyed it so much. So now I feel like there's a lot of pressure, a lot riding on this particular market. So I'm a little nervous about it. So, okay, those are done. Now I need to do pink. Okay. Another tag. Where did I get these tags? I hate when I can't remember because I would tell you. Let me see if I can find my invoice because I purchased them over 4 months ago, I think. So I don't remember exactly. I purchased these tags from I have their name, but that's not. I hate when I can't remember. Oh, I think it's Nerdpreneur Creations. So I got it from Nerdpreneur. That's kind of hard to say. Creations. She made me a whole bunch of these tags. I don't exactly remember the price of them, so but I purchased this kind because if it's on the beanie, here I'll show you on a beanie. So if it's on a beanie and the cuff is rolled up, you can see it upright. And then if the cuff comes down, you can still read my my logo. Okay, time to do this one. Okay, and I'm just gonna tie it off. I only have a few of these. I was pretty much just restocking the hats that I sold in my previous market. I don't make a ton of like extras because I just don't see the point in making a ton of extras. Um, you know, who knows if they'll sell, and it'd be different if I did a ton of markets. This will be my second market. I did do a very first market that was it was in the middle of July, I believe, of last year. It was like a pop-up market, and obviously this stuff isn't going to sell so great in the middle of July when people are sweating and wish they had a swimming pool. So, it just wasn't successful for that means. I need to go get some white. I'll be right back. I currently have a whole nest of fabric over here, or not fabric. I have a whole nest of yarn that's completely knotted. And I tried to get it done before I went live, and it didn't work out. So I will deal with that later. Okay. So all I do is I just eyeball everything. So I know where the back of my hat is. It's like right here in the back. Then I take my label and I just kind of eyeball where I think it would look good on the front. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I tried to pull it down a fair amount so that it's a good tight sewing. Sorry if you can't see. Okay. Bring that back up. Oops, it's about to come out. And then pull this out here. Pull this through there. Okay, good. Pull those tight and then just tie them off. So I only have like 2 more after this one. So I think the hardest part for me is sewing on the pom-poms. The pom-poms can be a pain. And they hurt my thumbs for some reason. And I try to pull this around, pull that up. Hold on. There we go. And There we go. So that's the next one. Now I will do the green. Brought green over. Where is the end? There we go. Okay. Get 2 more labels out. Okay, find the center back. Like I said, I like to pull it down pretty tight. Then sew it on. Come across underneath. Sew up, sew back down. Pull that out. There we go. And then I just tie it off. Okay. And then I take my remaining ends and I will pull that through. And cover that up. And there's another one done. See? Okay. One more. Blue. I love this color. This like super soft, light baby blue. Love, love, love this color. Okay, tuck this in. Go down. Okay. Pull that out. Oh no, it got stuck. Hopefully it'll come out. It's the only bad thing about velvet yarn is it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. See, like all that fluff just came off of that one because it didn't want to go through twice. Ugh. This is why I always end up with fluff everywhere. Okay, so new piece. Hopefully this one won't be picky. Okay. Yep, doesn't want to go around the corner. There we go. There we go. And okay, hopefully it'll work this time. That and this looks good. And tie it off. Okay, now can pull it through. Okay, let me go through here. Okay, there we go. There's the next one done. Okay, so those are 2 newborn hats and 5, 3 to 6, no, 0 to 3, I think. And then I will get all this mess together. Yuck. Okay. Now I'm going to work on an embroidery file. So let me put that to the side and work on this embroidery file. I think I want to move them. Let's delete that. Ooh. Sorry, don't know if you heard that or if it was just in my own ears. Looks pretty good. Oh, I do have my... Oh, jeez Louise. I have too much stuff on my table. I have this. This should help me. zoom in on it. Sorry, you can't see my screen. So what I'm doing is I'm just prepping an embroidery file in my Embrilliant software. Embrilliant software is just a software that a lot of embroiderers use that allows you to take BX fonts and your embroidery things and make adjustments to it and then save to your embroidery machine. So right now I am prepping for the word mama for a shirt. So 1/8 of an inch. It's pretty close. Don't know if I want it that close. Escape. I think that's good. So at center, I think that'll look good. I have to use my big hoop. Ugh, I don't like using my big hoop because, so you also have different hoops. You have hoops that come with your embroidery machine, usually. And then you also can purchase, like if you have a multi-needle machine, you can purchase something called Mighty Hoops. And Mighty Hoops are a very strong magnet. And so that's what holds your fabric between. So you have a strong magnet one here. Then you put your fabric and your stabilizer and all that stuff in between. And then another magnet comes down and snaps together. So it holds your fabric tight for embroidery. I only have a 9x8 or an 8x8 embroidery hoop from Mighty Hoop. I would love to have an 8x13, but I don't have one. My last hoop was actually a gift to me. So yeah, they're fairly expensive, as you can imagine. So that's a sad part to it. Okay. And these letters that I'm using, or this font that I'm using, is it's an applique font, which means it has multiple steps in it where you first would stitch out the placement stitch, and then you would add fabric to it, and then it would stitch the fabric or tack the fabric down, which is then the tack down stitch, tacks it down, and you would cut around each letter, and then you would do the satin stitch on top. However, I think I'm going to go for a tone-on-tone effect on my shirts, and I'm just going to do the satin stitching. So it's just going to be all satin stitch. It'll be quicker to do, and it'll be less time. It would be less time consuming than sitting there and cutting out the fabric from each letter, which I was going to do, but I think it'll just look nicer this way, and less time, less effort to do that. So I think that one's good. Now I need to save it to my embroidery machine. Now I have let's see if you can see it. I think that's bigger. I have, this is a Brother, this is a Brother, what is it? Brother PR620. It's a 6 needle or a 6 needle machine. And I purchased that 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it's been 2 years since I got that. I purchased it used from a local shop around me, and it's been amazing. I wish I had more needles, but like I said, I hope with time, I'm trying really hard to be patient. I'm like, hopefully with time, I can upgrade to more. But we will see. If my business doesn't take off, obviously, you can't really upgrade. Or in my mind, I don't want to overextend myself. If I can't afford it, then I shouldn't be trying to purchase it. waiting for this to upload, or not upload, but connect to my computer. Sometimes it doesn't want to. Might take it a minute. Come on, machine. Connect, please. It keeps making the sound like it knows it's there. But it's not doing anything. Let's try it again. With my particular machine, it's pretty old. And I noticed that when I was using usually you can use a flash drive and you just plug it into the back of the screen back here. And then you can transfer your files onto the machine. However, it would take forever for it to transfer anything. So I decided to use a cable that goes directly to it. And when I add something, it adds it instantaneously. So the only problem is sometimes my computer does not want to recognize that it's there. I don't know. I'm like, you can do it. Come on. You can do it. Like, I don't understand why it does this. Okay. Problem ejecting it. Well, you're having a problem even getting it on board. So I don't understand why this doesn't work. Hold on. Let's try it again. Now it's froze. Don't freeze on me. Hold on. Sometimes it works instantaneously. Other times it doesn't. And I spend forever turning it on and off, on and off. Okay. It's on. I'm going to give it a few seconds. Let it recognize that something's happening. All right, let's see if this works. It did. Okay, finally. Jeez Louise. Okay. I swear, I spend most of my time just getting it to work. File, save stitch file as. Gotta find my USB. There we go. Just put mama. Okay. And then what I will do. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Should have muted it. I told everyone that I knew that might call me that I would be on a live, but yep. Okay, so that's done. That's saved. And I'm going to then come in here. I know I'm over here. I'm going to come in here and find, I think I might do it that way. Hold on. I think I may go in here, and one thing that you can do with your one thing you can do is color sort. Okay, new view. Let me see what the new view looks like. I may delete those. I know you can't see what I'm doing, so me talking probably doesn't help you any. Sorry. Okay. There. Good. Okay, now I'm going to try. Let me delete that. Okay. Now let me try and resave this. Pops right up when there's something on the machine. Okay. I'm going to do that. Okay. Now, I have it set up. Now, let's go in here. Okay. Set. And want that. Colors all done. Okay. Oh, yeah. And it tells me I have to change to my big frame. Whoa, that's tight. That's tight. Okay. Hopefully I can get another magnetic one because, yeah, it would be nice. Okay. So I have that set up. Now all I have to do is hoop my shirt. Now, nobody laugh at me because I am not super proficient at hooping shirts. So we will see how this goes. Don't mind my giant mess. I'm trying to see where I can put you because I have a lot of stuff in the way. Hold on. Trying to see if I have anything I can prop you up on. Maybe one of these. Sorry, loud. I'm going to see if I can prop you up on this. Because, hold on. If you get sick, please forgive me. trying to make it so you guys can see things better. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to turn you around so you can watch me hoop the shirt. Please don't laugh. And please ignore my giant mess in my craft room. All right. So hopefully you can see it's the best I can do. Sorry. So I have, let me grab my hoop. I might need that. Okay. Grab this. Now, here's where I get a little it's where I get a little confused. So there are two frames of thinking. Some people, they live by the if you wear it, don't tear it. So you should use cutaway. Now, then there's some people who just put extra layer on it and just use tearaway. Or, yeah. So here's a cutaway. And here's a tearaway. And then I was going to put possibly a fusible interfacing. And this is a fusible interfacing. So that how wide is my fusible? 12 inches. Should be enough for what I'm doing. Might do 12 by 6. So I've already measured my shirt to see where I want it. But now I just need to hoop it. And like I said, don't laugh at me. I'm not perfect at this. Because it's just something, I know how to do it. I've done it before. It's just, it's something that I don't do very often. Most of my stuff is in the hoop. Different projects like that. So now this is a fusible interfacing, so I may fuse it to my shirt. You can also get interfacing that's not fusible, and you just oh no, you just spray adhesive it to a shirt. So what a lot of people do is they take the shirt, which I've done in the past, and they flip it inside out. And then they will, geez Louise. Then they will, I'm just trying to find where it is. Finding my tape that I put on. Haha, there we go. My tape is right there. And I'm just trying to center it. As best I can. And then I'm going to fuse it to the shirt. And over here, I just have my iron. I try to make do with what I have. I would love to add a ton of different things to my craft room, like heat presses and all of that. But right now, this is what I got. And I think, I used to have parchment paper. I don't know where it went. I'll have to open this one. Used to have it. Oh boy. You guys get to see all my mistakes. Why is this not working? Oh my goodness, guys. This parchment paper does not want to come off. There we go. Jeez Louise. All right, got a piece. Now I can put it on here. I'm just pressing this on with some heat. All right. So now that's attached. If you can see, it's attached. I'm making weird noises over there. And you know what I could do is do 2 layers of tearaway because I still want it flexible. Let's try it with this first. We'll try it with this. And I might actually spray a piece of this on. So I'm just using some 505 spray. This, I've never actually, I just purchased this. I used to use like a Walmart brand. And it worked fine, but it was a very small amount. So I decided to try this one out. Okay. Okay. Anyway, now I'm going to flip it back around. because you have to hoop it this way. Okay, I'm going to take my hoop, make sure it's loose. And place it in the shirt. Okay. And this is a small t-shirt I'm doing this on, so we shall see how this goes. Okay. Now, to try and even it out. Make it as straight as I can. Now, some people have hooping stations. I don't have a hooping station, as you can tell. A hooping station just makes it a little bit easier, and it makes it in the same every single time. Looks pretty even. So I'm going to take this and push it down into the shirt. Then I feel like it might be a little bit off. I'm going to pop it back out real fast. Resting on top. Come on. Must not have it very loose. That looks pretty good. Okay. Then I'm just going to reach in here and tighten my screws. Make sure it's sitting more flush with the top. And then I can tighten my screws. I have another screw over here that I got to tighten too. And as you can see, a magnetic hoop would go a lot smoother and a lot quicker, but like I said, I don't have that. Okay. Just tightening it, make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, looks about center. And this is where, so this piece of tape up here is where I want the top of my design. And I will put this on my machine like this. And I will flip my design upside down to stitch. If that makes sense. Okay. So I'll face you back towards my machine. And I will grab this. on. Pull any excess out so that it's not, attaching itself. Okay. Now, now centered, looks about center. I do want to see the top. I want it. I think I will do it about there. Sorry. I'm just thinking things through. I think that looks good. I think that's where I'm going to put it. It's going to be a few inches from there. Okay. All right. Now I want to trace it. It's going to go over to here. Going to go to here. Down to here. Okay. I think we're good. So I'm going to take off this tape. I need to grab my thread. Here's the thread I'm going to use. So like I said, I'm doing a tone-on-tone effect. So we shall see how this comes out. You're here along for the ride with me. So change my color. Oh, it looks like it's stuck. Okay. Okay. This needs to come off apparently. There we go.